In a village, there was a young man who used to be a woodcutter. He was born in a poor family. He always dreamt of becoming rich and owning a big house. As the house he lived in was made up of straws and would leak in the monsoons, he always visualized of becoming a rich guy. He worked hard every day in the jungle cutting woods. He would work extra hours for some extra amount of money. Years passed by doing the same routine, and he made some amount of money. He built a house with that money, but now his wishes grew as days passed by and he started to compare his life to other people's life. In his village, there was an oil merchant who would do trading going village to village. Looking at his big house and the clothes and the amount of land he owned, the woodcutter thought that his life was much better. Seeing the lifestyle of the oil merchant, insecurity grew within the woodcutter, and then he started trying his luck in oil business. Thanks to his hard work and luck, his business was a success and he made a huge chunk of profit. But still, he wasn't happy and greed grew within him. One day, he was visiting a nearby village and he saw a gold trader. Looking at the gold trader, he thought this business is more profitable than any other business he has ever tried. He instantaneously left his oil business and went behind the gold trader to learn about the trade. The price for gold was very high and he couldn't afford it. But the gold trader was cunning and was completely ready to take advantage of his greed. Little did the newly crowned gold trader knew that he was getting into the trap. The young man knew nothing about the gold business and just jumped into it. The old gold trader offered the gold at credit to him at an interest rate of 5% every month. The greed caught the young man and now he was fully into gold trading with all his capital and credit. The young man now went to different villages to try to sell the gold, but no one was ready to buy the gold from him. There were two main reasons. The main reason was that price of gold was high and not many people could afford to buy it. The young man had experience of only selling oil and wood which were low in price and high in demand. The other reason was that people who had money wouldn't buy from him. Instead, they would buy it from the old trader because of trust issue. Weeks turned into months. The young man could only sell one-fourth the total gold he took by credit from the gold trader. As days passed by, interest compounded and he lost everything to the gold trader. He lost everything, including his house and the land he owned. He became homeless. He thought, whenever I achieved something, I went to acquire the next thing and then the next thing. His desires didn't allow him to enjoy his achievements. Instead, he was running behind the materialistic things and happiness. One day, he saw a wise old man whom he knew for a long time. The wise man always looked happy and was a spiritual person. He was happy with whatever he could earn and was always blissful. The young man rushed to him to know the secret of happiness. Hearing the young man's story, the wise man said, "Son, I have met many people like this in my life, and you are not the first person to make this mistake." He continued, "The reason for your unhappiness is desires." The young man asked, "So, is desire the root cause of my misery?" The old man replied, "No. When your desires remain unfulfilled, then it causes misery and unhappiness." The old man added, "When you have some desire and you accomplish it, then it becomes a source of happiness for you. If you try to put an end to all your desires, you might live in disappointment. Now, the problem with you is that you have got desires from people around you. You are just comparing yourself to others and creating a desire. If you go on a journey like this, you will keep on running behind your goals like a mad person. Desires are never ending. You cannot end your desires because it is an integral part of life. But one thing you must do is that whenever you wish or desire for something, you must choose consciously. It should not be because of comparing with people around you. The wise man further added, the life within us always wants to grow, and that desire can be used wisely if you become conscious. Make your life your own responsibility and start by turning inwards, and you will find all the answers to your question. From that day onwards, the young man started learning about spirituality and started a new journey, and he started to live happily with content.